Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Reason I can grow right now. I'm gonna do reaction from you guys' suggestion, recommendation, request in column comment section. And this time really not doing request because I wanna check it out a new video that has been posted by Tim Henson, the guitarist of Polyphia, and the video is really interesting for me because it's really like deep dive on the making of Playing God, one of the great song from them, in my opinion. But when the ABC song comes out, it's kind of starting to, oh man, Polyphia with vocals are really freaking good, and maybe I'm gonna categorize it as Playing God one of the best song right now, except God. I think God is never can be replaced, and Playing God is the second one that I love, and ABC the third one. So that's my top 3 song from Polyphia. So yeah, I think enough talk, let's get jump into it. The making of Playing God reaction, let's go.
Hey friends, I'm back again with another making of video, this time for our song Playing God off of our new album Remember That You Will Die. If you haven't already, please do yourself a favor by checking out the music video here and then coming back to this video.
I love the beginning song on this video. It's Playing God but slower and in different pitch.
Here. Our story begins in 2019, August. I had a session with Heavy Mellow, who, if you are unfamiliar with, is a goated producer and guitar player. Because of that, I wanted to pull up to the session and make some really crazy stuff really quickly. So in about an hour and a half, I came up with 2 ideas, the first of them being this. Heavy gave me a gospel chord progression, something with a lot of 7 chords, so once I riffed it out, it ended up sounding something like saucy.
Oh, this is the song? What the title? I never know. Wow. Well, I love that.
So yeah, the next idea
kinda
being Playing God, as you all know it. He had an omnichord in his studio, and I'd never seen an omnichord before. For those of you that don't know what an omnichord is, this is an omnichord.
Okay.
So on the left side here, you can see that they have a bunch of buttons for different chords. You can change the quality of the chord as well. And then on the right side, there's this touch pad
like keyboard, but not really keyboard
for you. And depending on where you hit, whether it's on the low side or the high side, it arpeggiates different octaves. So after messing around with the omnichord, we thought, hey, this sounds kind of classical, and I happen to have my Ibanez nylon string with me, which I'm going to talk about later in this video. I wanted to emulate.
Oh yeah, that's the first time I'm seeing Tim with acoustic, especially nylon guitar. I'm seeing crazy stuff like Floyd Rose that they are used in Invasion EP, and also Music Man, and also a lot of guitar stuff brand. But Playing God is, I think, the first time he is using acoustic nylon.
And that ended up sounding like this.
Okay. Oh, this is the demo. Wow. Yeah, it's not really far from the final release. The demo is the thing that differentiate, I think,
and that
is the first riff is layered with shimmer and a little bit of reverb I think, and also some kind of synthesizer, but really thin EQ. And I think that's my opinion. Yeah, in this part in the final release it got much lighter. This is the
So
simplest
anyways,
one.
fast forward to September, we
Demo.
had about a week-long session at my house, which essentially was, a week-long sleepover with the boys, and we got to invite Wes Hauk. And for those of you who don't know Wes, he's an incredible guitar player. He plays for a band called Alluvial, so please go check them out if you haven't already. Wes actually blessed us with some of my favorite parts of this song,
Okay.
including and the classic
Okay.
Animal Crossing section.
Wow, impressive.
Wes told us, I think, that his guitar teacher had showed him that chord progression a long, long time ago when he first started playing. So shout out Wes and shout out his guitar teacher. After that, Scott had came up with this cool idea to kind of do like this pick scrape over the chords to kind of give it this shaker effect.
Ah. Okay, that's cool.
Really nice subtle touch there. Speaking
Okay.
of Scott and his contributions, Scott added this.
Wow, it's string scratches. It's a lot of time used in like heavy, really metal, like deathcore or like jam or something, new metalcore. But I never noticed that they're using string scratches in playing God. This is new.
Same riff right here. All the different nuances that are happening between each guitar. You just have this wonderful meshing of intertwining melodies and lots of pretty bell-sounding harmonics. Scott told me that the inspiration behind that was just moving to the nylon guitar.
Okay, wow. Wow. Scott really, we've seen a lot Tim Henson, but a little bit about Scott. I don't know why, but it's really big news, to hear from Tim Henson himself. Like Scott really have such crazy idea into the song itself, wow.
Bell-sounding harmonics. Scott told me that the inspiration behind that was just moving to the nylon guitar. The way that the guitar is set up just kind of lended itself to that style of playing.
Yeah, I really love that back song, the really kind of slow wood and also the pitch down version of playing God. Man, it's like more sweet. I don't know if they're posted that this back song version.
I'm gonna say here is the guitar inspired like an entirely new way of thinking of playing and writing. So I guess that's kind of when we told Ibanez we need this.
Oh, piezo,
So
right?
fast forward to October, we had sent
That's
the demo
piezo,
of
right?
this song over to Ibanez to try and convince them to make us new versions of this. This guitar had basically been a commercial flop in 1998, so they were pretty skeptical to make a new one. After hearing the demo, they agreed, and then they made us this, the final version, the TOD10N, which is incredible. You guys are all really long. A lot of people seem to be pretty confused about this guitar. There is a sound hole right at the top, so as you're playing it,
Wow, thumping. Wow. I've been a really long time I've seen Tim Henson thumping after, meeting with animal as leader, and wow, really good, man.
As you're playing it,
Thumping. I can do that, but not really in the crazy way as Tosin or as Tim Henson, and I really still sucks, and in selective picking I'm not really mastered that at all.
sound travels and hits your face, which is a really nice touch. So after passing the song to Scott and Wes, it was now my turn to try and complete it. Starting from the beat switch around Wes's Bossa Nova section, I could hear so many melodies on top of this. I finally landed on this one.
Oh, we've seen the session, really, the multi-track session, this is really cool.
I finally landed on this one.
Wow. Oh.
And after listening to it back, I thought to myself, dude, this melody is so good. It needs to be whistled.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I got on Fiverr and I hired a guy to whistle for $32. He will professionally whistle anything that you send him. I tracked it on guitar and I sent him this. And I'm reaffirmed in this being one of my best melodies ever, because even he said, it took me about
Okay.
5 hours to get it done, but I enjoyed doing it since the melody is so good to the ears. Thank you, Sash Tanaje. Anyways, this is the whistle.
Wow. It's mind blown, to Tim Henson to get someone to, like kind of helping, but the dude get paid, and I really love, I think if I in that guy position that get job from Tim Henson, I will be so proud, to be a little bit the part of Tim Henson, Polyphia new song.
This is without auto-tune or anything. So I tuned it. I even sent him this counter melody. And he did send me that melody back, but I didn't end up using it, so that's right here. But anyways, yeah, for $32, an incredible deal. Shout out that guy. If you guys ever get on Fiverr, there's plenty of people on there to do really dope shit for you. So after making the melody, the rest of the song kind of just writes itself. As you can see, we have this riff next.
Oh, the multi-track session one, it's no, I know this not really getting mixed properly as in final release, but it's still dope. We hear some stuff that not really stands out in the final release. You know what I mean? Like in the final release, guitar, bass, and some other track it stands out, and the layer we cannot get any clearer except when we hear this kind of raw multi-track session. It's dope how crazy that layer is.
That might sound pretty complicated, but in reality, it's just the melody mixed with the chords, mixed with some
Okay.
extra flexing in between all the phrases, which is just, some classic Polyphia stuff. What we're going to do is copy over the melody over this section, go ahead and pitch it up an octave, and then turn it up so that we can hear
Okay.
it.
Oh,
So this way we
Layer.
can see how the melody overlaps with what we're looking for.
wow.
So you can see that whole section right there is just a flex. So what we want to do is highlight that for something that we're going to do here in a second.
Wow, it's really different.
Same thing here.
the final, the demo and the raw multi-track, it's sound different. Doesn't really, like the final release version, and it's still dope, man.
And we can mute this because we don't need that. So one thing that I like to do to separate the flexes from the main melody line is copy up here to another lane, and what we're going to do is change the warp to complex pro. We're going to pitch it up an octave, and then we're going to take the format all the way down. So before we even do that, this is what this part sounds like isolated. Alright, so pitch it up, and then change it to complex pro, and then take the format all the way down, and it sounds like this.
Huh.
It gives it this big crushed chipmunk kind of sound, so layered on top, it sounds like this. Makes the flex pop a bit from the main lead line.
Okay.
To kind of spice things up in a section like this. And then over here, the classic Omnisphere arpeggiator. One specific patch that I love to use often when I'm trying to figure out an arpeggiated guitar part is the
Omnisphere.
strap muted, and then just turning on the arpeggio right here. I think this is just the default pattern, but it worked really well in this instance. This was a real big bitch to try and figure out how to play.
Wow, man. This blows my mind.
So that wraps up all the guitar playing on the song. Now to highlight some of the additional production. Here we have some clever vocal lines sang by Y2K that are tucked into the background.
Wow, it's really the different version, like the hip hop style one. Wow.
Speaking of vocal lines, Johan Lennox blessed us with these at the very end.
Oh, this is really tasty,
Very angelic. And then of course all the string sections throughout the song.
Wow.
Fun fact, all the strings were recorded with real violins. This is one of my favorite sections right here. This part just sounds like James Bond to me.
This is classy, man.
Lastly, I wanted to shout out
Wow.
to No Trust for helping with the structural backbone of the song, providing us with most of the electronic drums and 808s. And then, of course, the Clays, who have the very difficult job of translating beats into playable bass and drum parts.
Oh.
Also, shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Ubisoft and Rocksmith.
Okay.
Rocksmith Plus is a learning tool that basically turns the TV
Okay.
the unique experience based.
Okay.
Hold on, be patient. I'm serious. Okay, everyone, thank you all for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos for my Making Of series, especially as our new album, Remember That You Will Die, comes out on October 18th. Plan on doing one for almost every song, so please be on the lookout, but more importantly, be patient, because I enjoy making music a lot more than I enjoy making Of videos. But anyways, peace and love. See you all next time.
Wow. Yeah, I think this is really good, Between those four guys, Clay, Goldberg, Clay, Sliman, the drummers, Scott, Lepage, and Tim Henson, I think the most internet persona one is Tim Henson, clearly, The rest of the members is not really, kinda, a talking guy, in camera, and I think that's really cool, you know. And also Scott is really the main, you know, like if I can say like 60% of the song it's has been done by Scott, I think, and the rest of it is Clay Gober, Clay Sliman, and also Tim Henson. Like most of the thing that we hear in the final releases, you know, is between Tim and also Scott, and that's really good, you know, playing God. And in this video, the making of playing God, we seen the stuff that not really stands out in the final release, and I hope ABC one. That's really interesting for this year. I'm wanna looking for it, the making of ABC song. Okay, I think that's it. If you like it, give a like, share, comment, subscribe, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.